Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Social Zombie. In today's episode, guys, we are on Yu-Gi-Oh! Masterduel. And for the first video on this game, I'm going to show what deck not to play. Do not play this deck. It's bad for the game. Let's get into it. So guys, this is the deck. Now, at the core, it's an Exodia deck. So basically, what you want to do is you want to pull all 5 pieces of Exodia, but it is how you can sustain yourself while you're drawing, which is why you should not play this deck. This is bad for the game, guys. It's this guy right here. It is number 59, Crooked Cook. Basically, its effect is while there is no other cards on your side of the field, it is unaffected by other card effects, which means spell, trap, monster doesn't matter. It's just unaffected. So if this is the only card you have on your side of the field, it's basically just a giant brick you put on the field. It nothing can affect it. But you may be saying, well, can't you disrupt by battle? Well, if you use one card as a material, no, and that card is Right Hand Shark. Basically, what this card says is um, if you use it, if you summon an Xyz monster that was only summoned by water monsters as material, including this card's effect, including this card, you gain this effect. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. So basically, it's unaffected by card effects, and you can't attack. You can't attack over it. So basically, your opponent's screwed. There are two outs to this. One is to be tributed over. So that is your Kaiju, that's your Volcanic Queen, that is your Santa Claus. If your opponent can tribute off your monster, that's a way to get rid of it. And the other one is just to attack directly. If your opponent has a monster that can attack you directly, you're gonna lose. So some of the combos, guys. If you open up Buzzsaw Shark, you play Buzzsaw Shark, Buzzsaw Shark. Sorry, Buzzsaw Shark stretches out Right Hand Shark. You then overlay for Crooked Cook, put it into defense mode, and then you're set. You have beautiful, beautiful princess. So basically, if it is normal or special summoned, then you can banish it and special summon one level 4 or lower fish type monster from your deck. So basically, if you, yeah, if you'll be able to get Crooked Cook out that way as well. I've got Left Hand Shark as well. I just use uh, one copy of him. He does come in handy because Left Hand Shark and Right Hand Shark kind of do synchronize together. If you can get them both either on the field or one of them in the grave, they kind of summon each other, and you can Xyz that way. But I've got a bunch of hand traps. I've got 3 maxis. This is an Exodia deck, so the more you draw, the more likely is. Oh, hang on, I just accidentally put a maxi back. There we go, put it back. Yeah, so the more you draw, the more likely it is that you will draw into Exodia. I've got 3 Ash Blossoms, the Joyous Spring. That's basically self-explanatory. Just a bunch of negates. I would also play Regeki, Lightning Storm, 3 Pot of Prosperities. Basically, the only cards in your extra deck that you need is Crooked Cook. So I carry 2 Crooked Cooks. I play Piri Rise map because that will search out for your beautiful princess. And I just play some traps. I don't really use them. But if you draw into a hand that you can't summon Crooked Cook, then they're always handy. And I've also got the Cyframe driver and the Cyframe gear gamma engine as well, which is just basically a negate. Cool, guys. So let's jump over to a replay and let's show you exactly why you should not play this deck. Alright, so first of all, total number of turns 20, total number of turns 14. Basically, this is why you shouldn't play this deck. Replay. Alright. So, let's have a look here when it loads. You always want to try and go first with this deck. In case they have any interrupts. Alright, so I drew, let's have a look here. So yeah, I drew Buzzsaw Shark and Left Hand Shark. Basically, if you draw a Buzzsaw Shark, that's basically a Crooked Cook. Pot of Prosperity is good just so you can kind of search out your left legs, as long as you're confident that if they have any back row that it's not going to affect your Crooked Cook, because while Pot of Prosperity is on the field, your Crooked Cook is can be affected. So just make sure, guys, that you're confident that whatever back row they have, you're not going to be affected by it. Alright, so we're playing against Shadows. I think we're actually playing against Invoke Shadows with the Eldritch as well. So straight up turn 1 El Shadow Construct. That will then discard to the grave and summon out a Shadow Falco in face down defense position. Cool. So I draw. And I drew into a right hand shark too. Alright, so I want a Pot of Prosperity just to bait out any Ash Blossoms, because the one thing about Buzzsaw Shark is it can be Ash Blossomed. So you want to kind of bait that out, but basically, as soon as I played Pot of Prosperity, it all went through seamlessly. There was no delay, so I was pretty confident that my Buzzsaw Shark wasn't going to be Ash Blossomed. Cool, let's just move a bit forward. Cool, so I decided to pick up, there we go, see, so I Buzzsaw Sharked into Right Hand Shark, and then Right Hand Shark, and then into Crooked Cook. So basically, because Right Hand Shark is a material on Crooked Cook cannot be destroyed by battle, and as I said, while you control no other cards on the field, this card is unaffected by other card effects. There we go. What do I get here? Okay, so I think I decide to pick the another Exodia piece. There we go. So that he tries to use his Al Capone, Alcalone, whatever. It's not gonna work. Even effects saying, like, even negate effects aren't gonna work on Crooked Cook. Boop, boop, boop. Now, I think in this he does actually find an out, but I actually have an out for his out, which is actually the other effect of Crooked Cook, which I will get to when I get to it. There we go. So he's just doing all this summoning. It's not gonna work. So I drew into a max C. Then I'm max C. Call to the grave for some reason. Another call to the grave. Max C. Alright, so he goes into invoked Mechaba. So he's got quite the board advantage, and all this board advantage isn't going to do anything. So I Regeki. All of this. So basically the only thing left standing is Eldritch. So he goes for Shadow Fusion. So look here. Alright, so this is what he goes for. He goes for Purgatrio. Now Purgatrio is an out. It 100% isn't out because it has piercing damage. But watch what happens on my next turn. Alright, so basically what I do, I play Beautiful Princess, use its effect to banish to grab Right Hand Shark. I then activate Crooked Cook's effect, which basically destroys all other monsters on my side of the field, and then my Crooked Cook gains 300 attack for each monster destroyed. So 25, 26, and as soon as he knew that I was going to attack over his Purgatorio, he scooped because that was his only out. So guys, literally, this this deck is crazy cancerous. The only thing really that would make this deck even more so, let's go back over here, is oh, what's it called? Astral Karibo. Because basically, so since Crooked Cook is a number monster, if it is Exceed with Astral Karibo, it cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. So if I had the URCP, I would make it to kind of show it off, but basically that is just an alternative to your Right Hand Shark. So guys, as I said, this is a crazy, crazy cancerous deck. Don't play it. I hope it gets nerfed. Should not be in the game at all. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.